Pay attention to what I'm going to say. You intend to alter everything that you believed you were aware of your desire to may believe that women are purely visual, either prestige or wealth. But that's where most men are utterly misguided. If you've ever experienced frustration, confusion, or just irrationally upset about why the ladies you desire are not attracted to you, it's because you're overlooking something important today. Here are 9 characteristics that have unrelated to being a model or a millionaire. These qualities are quite potent that after you've mastered them, you will ladies pursuing you with their desires. The nicest part is that it's not you. Not about pretending, but rather about transform into a man they can't help but like. This is psychology, not magic, and you intend to utilize it for command how she perceives and perceives you. But prior to delving into these potent qualities, to start, I want you to do 2 things. First, let me know in the comment section below, which quality do you believe to be most crucial in terms of attraction? I plan to read each and every one of them because I'm curious as to what you think sets separate the man. And then make sure to hit that button currently likes. Not only does it aids in more people finding this video, however, you're informing YouTube by like it that you find this information important, how they'll suggest it to you once more, so you can review these lessons on letters. Trust me, if you need a reminder, you will want to remain here, all the way to the finish, because by the time when we're done, you'll have the resources to entirely change the perspective of women. Your self-assurance without conceit allows me to confidence without haughtiness, taking control of the room with calm authority. Let me explain what confidence is to you. The secret to drawing people in, but not in the most men believe being loud, isn't important, irritating, or overtly attempting to prove you're the confident alpha dude. Beyond that, and far more nuanced, it's the vitality you emit when you enter a room and instantly feel at home. It's evident in the way you conduct yourself. When confronted with a task, recall an instance when you felt completely confident in your skills. Perhaps it was during work or in a situation where you managed a difficult circumstance with grace. Did you want to yell about it, don't you? That calm confidence is what confidence actually is, and here's the thing, true. Confidence can't be faked. Arrogance yet. Insecurity is disguised as a peer in a flimsy mask, as you attempt to compel trust by exclaiming, or attempting to minimize others, as people are able to see through it. And women are, I promise, repelled by what they find appealing is a man who is self-sufficient. A man who is so confident in his own, so valuable, that he doesn't require approval from anybody else. With this level of assurance says a lot without you having to say anything. Though getting there isn't just a simple concerning acting assured until you have to put yourself out there. In awkward circumstances where you must confronting your worries head-on and developing your inner resilience as confidence gradually increases from experience gained from overcoming difficult tasks. By making it through them each time you conquer a task, no matter how minor, as you build up those wins, strengthening that feeling of inner power. Women are drawn to males who naturally radiate this unwavering sense of identity, since it indicates your capacity of managing life and consequently able to manage a connection with the next time you're in a situation where group context. Repress the need to overtly talk, as if your presence were a billboard. Observe how people are drawn to you. Sometimes quiet is a comfort to you, and do not feel compelled to justify your master each step, and observe how your innate confidence increases is not about yelling to be heard, but rather about having such confidence in oneself that individuals incline towards pay attention to both emotional intelligence and empathy and emotional intelligence, the secret to connection. The truth is that most males lack empathy, wish to acknowledge that they are emotionally being clever is among the most potent things that you can stock your arsenal with each other, to man up and conceal our feelings and toughness. But you know what? Women don't desire emotionally unstable males. Inaccessible. They seek a man who recognizes his own feelings, and more notably, recognizes their emotions. There is more to intellect than just acknowledging emotions. It concerns reading between the lines and comprehending the unsaid. It's about being aware of what she isn't speaking, but she is feeling. Consider a moment when you truly, rather than merely hearing someone's phrases, "Yet I could feel what they were saying." Perhaps a friend was experiencing a trying period, or an instance when someone revealed that profound connection to you. You sense that at that very time. What emotional intelligence isn't about is addressing their issues, is about acknowledging their emotions in the current, giving them a sense of recognition at this point. When a woman shares, most men make mistakes. Her feelings cause them to go into fix-it mode. She doesn't want that at all. Need you to help her with her issues. You to realize that ladies are attracted to them, to guys who are able to sit with their feelings. Return the favor by making them feel recognized that it's uncommon, which is why it's thus enticing method of active listening. The next time you converse with a woman, and she's expressing her ideas, so don't interject with. Instead, solutions state that sounds really. Nevertheless, I have no idea how that feels, such that you'll be astounded by how much deeper your talks will proceed. And as soon as she sensed that you understand her, that's when the key to a woman's heart is magic. Not resolving her issues, rather it's recognizing her emotions. 3. Ambition and drive. Why having a purpose and passion makes you unstoppable. My drive and ambition allowed me to succeed, as ambition, as plain as possible, is seductive. Yet ambition is more than just a desire for more. Money for a nicer car, a larger house, or both, concerning having a goal or a mission, something for which you're aiming, that provides your life's purpose, and indicating that women find guys very attractive to men who understand exactly where they're moving forward in life, notwithstanding not there yet. The hustle is what's driving the reality that you're attempting to something that distinguishes you from the throng. Consider when you last set and achieved a personal objective. Yourself to succeed in it. Perhaps it was reaching a new professional milestone and in form, or picking up a new ability. The fulfillment that comes from knowing you're employed in the direction of something bigger than yourself. Women are able to detect ambition when a man is sentient. It indicates that you're a man who follows orders clearly, someone who refuses to accept mediocrity that is appealing, since it displays you've lived for more than simply today. Have an idea for the future? Here are some. You must realize that it's not about where you are at this moment is important. You'll not need to be present at although you definitely need to be at the top of the manner in which women are compelled to males with a strong sense of purpose, who are driven by an inward fire. When you're attempting to move them forward, a goal is about more than just the result. It's all about the vitality you offer to the procedure, and that infectious energy. Decide on a career or personal objective for yourself at this moment. It might be as minor as studying a book, or picking up a new ability, or launching a side business. The key is possess a goal you're striving for. You will discover that when you have a goal, your zeal and determination grow stronger, evident in all that you do, and ladies will observe that it doesn't matter where you are. Regarding your destination, a man wearing a goal is a man, which shield the 4 humor and playfulness and humor, the quickest path to her heart. Your best weapon is humor that is fun, but not just any comedy. You stand out in life when you are playful. Is difficult, and each person has their own challenges, but the men who are able to women find humor in difficult circumstances. Women who are distinctive aspire to be among men who give them a light feeling, who provide enjoyment and delight to their lives. if you're already able to make her laugh. Midway there, consider the previous instance. You became a strange or tense circumstance into a humorous one, perhaps was a light-hearted remark or a joke, even only teasing yourself. So the capacity to laugh at life's setbacks and downs is really alluring, because it demonstrates tenacity and that you don't be too hard on yourself, and that you are able to easily manage life. Men who can make them feel special attract women. Laugh, since humor produces an immediate connection. It dismantles obstacles and makes you more personable and fosters an exchanged experience. And this is what comedy doesn't have to be flawless. Not about having a funny sense of humor, being genuine, being who you are, and demonstrating that you can still enjoy life when things get difficult. Begin incorporate comedy into your everyday exchanges. Don't be embarrassed to laugh at oneself or crack a light-hearted joke when you demonstrate your capacity for humor. Particularly in grave circumstances, it indicates your self-assurance, and women in charge will be drawn to it. Make her smile, and she'll think about you. If you can make her laugh, she won't want to abandon 5 stable and be the rock. She can rely on how to maintain stability and dependability. Reliability. Let's discuss stability. And no, I'm not merely referring to stability in finances, and emotions is what drives women's desire to learn. That you won't give up when things become hard, fall apart. They desire a man who is dependable individual. They can't rely on only during prosperous times, but when things give it careful thought. And more appealing than a person with their life, with someone who is incomprehensible, pushed off balance by each uneven patch in the road, is the definition of emotional stability. And it's so exciting when you're stable, demonstrating your dependability, that you have a well-organized life and that you're capable of managing whatever comes. Women's need for a man who can be their rock, that, when called upon, possesses strength. Most of all, and let's face it, life is. There will always be uncertain difficulties, but if you're the man who remains composed and grounded, become more appealing in a flash, prioritizing stability in your own life, on establishing habits that provide you structure, and whether it's effective maintaining a regular financial schedule or maintaining a skewy, when you demonstrate that in your personal life you are dependable, you'll turn into a woman by nature. Can depend on in an unpredictable environment to be her consistency, which is the kind of steadiness that she won't want to give up. 6 Fervor and enthusiasm and passion, the fuel of life that makes you magnetic zeal. But here's the reality. Passion infectious when you're enthusiastic about something that brightens your day from the inside out and that appeals to women. Energy passion is more than merely existing fixated on a task or a pastime. It concerns possessing a curiosity, an enthusiasm for life, and a desire to explore everything that life has to offers. Ladies desire a man with thrilled to be alive, and see someone who sees the globe with excitement and delivers that vitality into each aspect of his existence. Consider the last instance when you were very enthusiastic about something. Perhaps it was a project, an objective, or simply a notion, that sensation of wholeness when time seems to fly past, because you have a great deal of passion for it. And its alluring. Women are inherently attracted to men that possess the inner fire them, since it indicates that you're completely absorbed with life identity, everything you're enthusiastic about, and schedule time for it. Whether it's education, something novel, taking up a pastime, or while working for a goal, be sure you're living when you're impassioned. With zeal, women will be in your own life fervent about taking part in it. Passion is what elevates an average man, becoming someone unforgettable. 7 Enigma, and keep her curious with mysterious and independent unfolding. Gradually. Here's the thing about independence: mystery is a forgotten art, yet one that still exists. One of the best strategies to maintain most males find women fascinating in this way. Gaining someone's favor involves giving every card was laid out in front of them, on the table, and fill her in on all the details. About oneself right away, but this is the truth. Women adore mysteries. They are inherently inquisitive creatures, and when you provide them with just enough interested yet withholding certain details, they'll be curious to learn more and will want to remove the layers and find more about you in the future. This feeling of curiosity maintains the partnership lively, fascinating, and now, solving mysteries isn't about having fun. Playing games or lying is what it's all about. Preserving a certain degree of independence, living your own life, and being independent hobbies and not feeling compelled to continuously. Women who overshare are drawn to men who possess their own universe and are not reliant on them for approval or contentment in living on your own. It is evident outside of the relationship. You self-sufficient, and thus independence makes her desire to participate in your, not the entire globe, considers the most recent, when you began to actually like a pastime endeavor or something that drew your, "Did you notice how focused I was?" That's how your emphasis changed, and how you became the type of energy that communicates with reliance. You're a man with a purpose, with your personal passions and interests, and women are drawn to that because it is evident. You're secure and not needy or clinging. As you are, and she needs to put in effort to learn more about you and keep your independence, continue to pursue your own emotions and interests, even in a connection. Allowing her to approach you with inquiry into your life doesn't immediately overshare and give her room to investigate and learn more about you. This maintains the relationship throughout time. Thrilling and brimming with discover. A man who eludes comprehension investigated maintains her interest. Independence is essential to keeping that mystery. 8. Benevolence and compassion and kindness, the uncommon trait that makes you stand out. Kindness and compassion are two of the greatest underappreciated yet potent qualities a man can possess in a globe where there are so many people concentrated on being authentically. Being sensitive and nice makes you stand amidst the throng. However, this is where the majority of men misunderstand what kindness is all about. Allowing others to stroll or acting a pushover all over you. The key is to have empathy. Recognizing and demonstrating sincere concern for others without anticipating anything in return. Consider a time when you've done a good deed for someone without perhaps anticipating a reward. It was a minor act of lending a hand with a task to someone, providing assistance when they needed it, or simply being there for them when they needed. Someone with that level of unselfish empathy is very alluring to females, since it demonstrates that you're not just putting your own needs first. You're someone who is concerned about other people's welfare, and that is uncommon, but the really being extremely compassionate does not imply accommodating enough that you ignore yourself. It's all about possessing the fortitude to defend what is right while remaining sympathetic. Ladies honor men who possess both kindness and powerful, who is empathetic while keeping their personal boundaries. Make being kind a habit in your daily life. Assisting a buddy in need, or being there for a needy person, or just showing respect for individuals, these little generosity accumulates, and women observe how you handle people, and if they notice that, they can sense that you're always kind to them. You prefer to give them the same consideration. Respect, since genuine kindness isn't about being feeble, it's all about being powerful, sufficient to tend to others while honoring 9 tangible presences that you charm and physical presence. How to grab people's attention. Without speaking charm, let's now discuss physical charisma and presence. Yes, appearances can matter a part in allure, but this is the veracity. Charm surpasses physical, show up each time. Charisma is that magnetic force that entices others to you without requiring a word from you. It's evident in the way you conduct yourself, traverse the globe, and how you talk to other people. Ladies are drawn to males who stand tall and move purposefully. Those who radiate assurance not only in how they feel about how they seem themselves. Consider an instance in which you entered a space and felt entirely, perhaps it was within control of the circumstances, the way you made eye contact with individuals, the calm assurance or the interaction you made. That is an example of your charisma in action. It's not about dominating or being loud, of focus. It's about holding the surrounding area in a manner that creates people are drawn to you, especially ladies. Exceptionally sensitive to this type of energy since it conveys power, security, and confidence. But there's a catch. Though it can be developed, charisma isn't anything that's innate to you, something you develop via growing more, being self-aware and refining your presentation. Work on your body first, then yourself. English, be erect, maintain eye contact, and convey assurance with your motions after that. Concentrate on speaking with conviction and clarity. And don't hasty speech is what charisma is all about. Giving the impression that you're in command not only of the dialogue, but of oneself, as well as your actual physical existence is important, as well as looking after your look, whether that's remaining in form. Fitting clothing or upholding excellent cleanliness conveys your appreciation for when you honor yourself. Others will adopt similar thoughtful practices. Bodily language. Begin by strolling alongside goal. Hold up your head, look me in the eye, and move more slowly when you enter a space. Give yourself a time to center. Prior to interacting, confidence is the foundation of charisma, command, and when you project it, you'll observe how people tend to gravitate naturally. Charisma isn't about being towards you. Who's the loudest in the room? About inspiring curiosity in others about you without a word from you at all. Final thoughts and a plan of action. Using these qualities to change your life, you currently possess the 9 qualities that make a man utterly captivating. But the problem is, being aware of these qualities is insufficient. You must begin practicing these qualities now, rather than not next week, but tomorrow, as of right now. Whether it's increasing your self-assurance, gaining greater emotional intelligence, or discovering your passion, everything begins with a single, tiny step. Recall that these are not merely tips to draw in ladies, since they have behaviors that improve everything in your life. And this is what? Please complete the following comment below with the quality you'll pay particular attention to first. Tell me what you're doing, making an effort to better yourself. Then make sure to click the subscribe button and alert bell, as in my subsequent I'll be providing you with even more vids. Understandings to support you on this journey of reaching your greatest potential, and if this video hasn't yet won your approval act today, so that YouTube will continue to, I'm suggesting to you stuff similar to this. So you stay focused and keep in mind that transformation begins, dedication being the only thing remaining between the man you aspire to be and yourself is action. So use these now and get out there. Qualities, and observe how your life changes.